your psychic intellect and made you my puppet.
It's a bullseye! And here's your host, Jim Boyd!
Perhaps today is a good day to die. Prepare for running speed!
Sir, there's another starship coming in. It's the Enterprise.
Your shoulder bone connected to your neck bone, your neck bone connected to your head bone. Now hear the word of the Lord. Them bones gonna walk around.
Take a base of action. Green group, skip across the holding sector and each other.
Admiral, we have enemy ships in Sector 47.
It's a trap.
.007 Triple X.
Bond, what do you think you're doing?
Keeping the British hand up, sir.
Nobody does.
Sorry if I scared you. You'll like this bit.
Yes, indeed, and yes, indeed, you will like this bit. I am knackered. Oh boy, I'm starting the show, and I'm like, every part of my body hurts. Oi, Lano, ladies and gentlemen. That's a Jewish expression for bloody hell. Yeah. Oh, what's going on with the cat? Meowing at me? I don't know. I am knackered beyond knackered. I just had the final. Well, not really far. I still got some stuff to go. But I had I finished. I had the movers come again and do a second load of moving stuff to my new abode. Yeah, man, I had to get it all unpacked. So I had all like the important stuff, all my comic books, the DVDs. Now I got my holy books, right? My holy books are all moved in, and again, they're all heavy, right? They're all really big, heavy books, and I had to I basically had to unpack all of them, right? I had to unpack all of them to work out where to put them all, right? It's a lot of work. Don't mind telling you, a lot of work, and I am absolutely knackered. I really am. Like every part of my body aches right now. But swings and roundabouts. I'm still. I can't believe how happy I am to be getting divorced. It blows my mind, right? I spent months and months and months desperate not to get divorced, like desperate beyond desperate. But if you don't know, that's why I moved, right? Desperate beyond desperate not to get divorced. And then now I'm like, it's probably the best thing that's happened to me in the last 30 odd years. Oh my gosh. I have a friend who had the worst divorce ever. Like this, it was horrible, right? It was absolutely horrible. There's a thing called an aguna, right, where Jewish women, like religious women, can't get remarried unless they get a Jewish divorce, right? They can't get if a man refuses to give a Jewish divorce, what's supposed to happen is the rabbis go and beat him to a senseless pulp. And then he says, "Oh yeah, I want to give that Jewish." But the rabbis are reasonably useless nowadays, and don't do that at all. Sadly, right? So there's tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of women who can't get remarried, who can't move on, who can't do anything, while their ex-husbands, who are still currently their husbands, get divorced. So anyway, this person who had the worst divorce I've ever seen. Right? It really was terrible. Right, he refused to give her. I'm friends with her. The Jewish for like 2 or 3 years. It was awful. Right, as well, and he ditched his kids. I was like, I had the kids over here on Friday to help me set things up and schlep boxes and stuff like that. Right, loveliest kids. Oh my god, just absolutely lovely kids. I will never be able to understand how somebody ditches their kids, right? Especially like they were like 5 and 12 at the time, right? He had more kids, but it's just horrible, right? Like just absolutely horrible. Anyway, so that this woman was a lot like me. She was like madly in love with her ex, right? And couldn't see it. And then she fell out of love, right? And she said this thing, right? And it's stuck in my head. It's stuck in my head all these years. She said, the scales have fallen from my eyes. The scales fell from my eyes, right? And man, that's where I am in life, right? Like I don't know. Listen, I have no animosity against my wife at all. I really want her to be happy. I want to have a great life. But like, this version of her, I'm just like, it's not I don't want to spend the rest of my life with her. I don't want to spend 10 minutes with her. It's like like we're very different people, right? And the thing that kind of bonded us was that we had a shared religious worldview, right? And she's just ditched that now. It's the weirdest thing. Like on Sabbath, right? You have like nicer plates and stuff like that, and so we bought these plates like, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, and I love them. They're very like traditional. They're white, got a little bit of a raised pattern on them, but they're very like oldie-woldy. She was like, no, take those. I'm not going to need those. I'm like, okay. She never liked them. I don't understand. I just don't understand. But okay, whatever. Well, I don't know how you went like 30 years, really like strongly pretending to be somebody who you were, and then he goes, I just don't want to do this anymore. It's just weird. But again, for me, I'm doing it like, this is great, and this is why I've got to I can't do anything till I give her the Jewish divorce, which takes a few months to get through the Jewish courts. But like, mate, I have got to start dating, right? I got to start dating, and Jewish dating is there's no touching, right? You don't touch each other at all until you're married. Yeah, I got to start dating because, like this life I'm living right now is very seductive, right? The only thing I've got to worry about is me, right? I got to worry about feeding myself, bathing myself, and paying the rent, and that's it, right? After 30 years of worrying about all my kids and my wife and everything, I didn't realize how much I worried about my wife, right? Until I stopped, and boy, did she notice. Although she did, but it's a very intoxicating lifestyle, and people who are like this age, who are like divorced or whatever, who are dating, all the women all say to me, the men are arseholes. All men are they're just absolute arseholes, and I see why now. If you live this life long enough, you not long, right? You will become an arsehole, right? Because it's so good. So essentially, I have to get remarried because no human being should be this happy. That's basically where I am. I do, right? And I particularly want to do see if I can marry somebody who has kids, right? And again, like these kids that were dumped by their father. It broke my heart, right? It really bothered me for a long, long time. It still does, actually. It really bothered me. That's what I want in life, right? If I could be a father, and I'm a great father, I'm fantastic at being a father, right? If I could be a father to kids who have been dumped by their father, that's everything I want in life, really, because I know I could give kids like that who desperately need it self-esteem, right? And self-esteem is everything. Like, essentially, if they're boys, but boys need good men to become good men, right? It's the way it is. Doesn't matter how good the mother is. Boys need good men to become good men. Anyway, so I got my holy books here. I've also got my clothes. I didn't unpack my clothes yet. Like clothes I haven't looked at for years and years and years. But I got my holy books here. I got my my paintings here. So hopefully Jared, friendly Jared, who's in his 70s, I believe, right? Will come by in the near future and put up my paintings. And then I'm really moved in at that point, and it's a done deal. And I'm like, honestly, this is. If I wasn't so like aching all over, I would be like, this is the most awesome thing ever. It really, and I don't want to discourage anybody from getting married. I don't want to discourage anybody encourage anyone to get divorced. I really don't. Well, oh boy. I did not think it would be this good, right? I thought I'd be miserable. I thought I'd be miserable beyond miserable. No. I'm doing fantastic. I am. And you know, and I feel bad because like the female divorce experience is the complete opposite, and it's always terrible, right? It's always really bad for women. So I don't know what to tell you. It's a man's world, and it's not fair, but it is. But it's just what it is, baby. It's just what it is. Anyway, I'm going to see how long I can go tonight. I always say that. I always say I'm going 2 hours, but I really mean it this time. I like every part. My body is aching, right? And this is why I didn't do an animated thumbnail for today, or also Thursday. I've been moving in, right? Moving in. It takes some time. Anyway. Let's look at a few interesting and silly things, and we'll take it from there. What should we look at first? You know, crime in England is out of control. That is true. Crime in England is out of control. But fear not, English, because I feel that you have a new hero to save the night. Right? Now, who could that be? Well, we're going to show you now. Right? We're going to show you now. And again. Villains beware, criminals beware. There's a new face of justice in the street, and here it is. Yeah, I don't think that cosplay's worked for you, darling. That's all I want to tell you. I just don't think it's working for you. You know. You got to go with who you are, and who you are is, you know, a lady with thunderous thighs, right? You're not a pickle, darling. You're not. Let's look at this once again, right? Because I think it's worth a second look. Yeah. Well, there you go. So. Everybody's safe now, right? Everybody's safe now, apart from Jews, right? There's that nice bit of Jew hunting going on in North London. Let's look at the Greens being confronted by a Jew, and see how discombobulated they are.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Are these what leaflets are these?
Green Party.
The Green Party. Can I have one?
Yes, of course.
Great.
Do you live around here?
I do live around here, yeah.
Because it's for the local elections are happening in May the 7th.
Why do they all look the same and weird? I mean, I don't know. I think if you're working for the Green Party, that's that's just a sign that you should be put into a special community camp, right? I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. You're a voter.
Well, bearing in mind I'm a Jew,
right.
Oh, right, yeah.
and a massive...
Oh, right, yeah, I'm a Jew. Ooh, oh, no.
Well, bearing in mind I'm a Jew,
right.
Oh, right, yeah.
and a massive Zionist,
right.
and you guys don't like Zionists.
Yeah.
Actually, you don't like Jews.
No, that's not true.
Well, of course it is.
I live in a Jewish housing association.
Well, that's
Most
good
of my
for you.
neighbours are Jewish.
That's good for you. But is your party not trying to make Zionism racism?
No, sir. I think it's.
What do you mean, no, sir?
Yes, you are. Oh God, I love it. I love when people are cornered.
That's what.
In peace, really.
I know you come in peace, but your leader Zach Balansky and Muffin Ali and all those other idiots that you kind of, you know, think are great, are trying to officially make Zionism, which is 98% of Jews, racism.
There was a vote on that, but it didn't pass.
It didn't pass. Yeah, but you still voted it. You wanted it to pass. You all voted it didn't pass. Anyway, I'll give that back to you. Take it back. Don't ever knock on my door again.
What is it?
Yeah, you did. And my daughter, who's 18, told you to get lost because she's smart. All right.
He's a good girl there.
Get out of this area. It's very Jewish area. We don't fucking want you here. All right. Fuck off. Get out of here. You fucking brainwashed idiots. Racist Nazis. Racist Nazis, get the fuck out of my area. Yeah?
Nazi scum off our streets. One of the few times I agree with that.
Don't come here with your Jew hate. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, you know he's effing blinding. He still sounds very polite.
Go on, fuck off.
There you go. Warms the cockles of your heart, ladies and gentlemen. Warms the cockles of your heart. What else do we have? I said the Green Party in general. I mean, like the left wing in general, very, very, very discombobulated and confused right now. This is one of the weirdest things I've seen going on in the mainstream left, which is this.
Something in your ear.
What is it, Kanye?
I want you, baby. I want you to set up a new party with me. We have so much in common.
I love the look on his face. That's actually very Jeremy Corbyn.
Y'all know what I'm talking about, Jeremy.
Well, I did love the song you did last year. It made me feel so happy.
You and me together could rule the world, baby. I love what you did to Loba.
I love those T-shirts you sold last year.
Hey, baby, now that's what I'm talking about. How about I join your party or the Greens?
I'm sorry, Kanye, but you're just not anti-Semitic enough for either your party or the Greens.
But have you forgotten the name of my song or the logo on my T-shirts?
Yes, I'm sorry, but it's just not extreme enough.
But all of your
It's pretty anti-Semitic.
supporters campaigned to have me play wireless. Y'all love me.
That's true, but they want more from you. We, after all, align with Hamas.
You align with hummus? But hummus is just bad as my ideology.
Forget it, Kanye. Come back when you're more extreme. I need a poo. I'm going.
Okay, y'all enjoy the poo, old man. Have I got news for you, old man? I could really do with some crab meat from Waitrose. Anyone got any crab meat, y'all?
Man, I miss crab meat. I have to tell you, crab meat's not kosher. Oh, it's very good. It's very, very good. And I do indeed miss it. I'm not going to argue with that. What else have we got? Taylor Swift, apparently pure evil, right? Caught on camera being pure and total evil. Where is this?
James, I want to thank my producer, Ryan, for making the best music we can. Shout out all the other nominees in this category. I want to thank my label, 10K and Capital, for always supporting me.
Okay, so far so good, right? Nothing too terrible.
Of course, God. Without God, none of this would be possible.
Like, she's shaking her head at somebody thanking God. I mean, what the fuck? Really? I mean, even if you're an atheist, give it a fucking rest. What's wrong with these people? Right? What is wrong with these people? I don't know. Again, the division of society is good versus evil. I mean, it's just basically where we are in life. Good versus evil. Well, the line gets blurred over here with this wonderful use of AI in a bit of Star Wars.
I have brought the Benjamin with me to work every day. I just sneak off into the bathroom, rip a blinker, then I just go back to work, no harm to anyone. No one even knows.
Everyone knows that. He just goes to the bathroom. It is so obvious.
I know Anakin gets higher than an Asian at work. So I like to fuck with them sometimes. Anakin, come in here.
What is it? I need to finish selling a kid.
The bathroom smelled like a skunk.
What? A skunk? I don't know what you asking me. No. Not that I remember. Why?
I was just curious. You can go now. It had to happen.
Oh, yes.
I turned the break room into a gym.
The gym is so nice to have. Except when Obi-Wan is looking at my ass.
I can't be here all day and not have access to a pump.
By the way, whatever that name of that Jedi was, he was the saddest one to go down in Order 66 in Revenge of the Sith.
Good morning to all. Hope you woke up ready for a giant day. Big announcement. My girlfriend will be visiting today.
Gay!
Fuck off.
I bet his girl is so chopped.
I know this guy doesn't get any women. I have to bring him girls when we go out. Some of you may be shocked with my game since I give off a father-like relationship with you all.
When I show these people what my dick has been up to after work.
She is
Bet them pretty much all of Disney Star Wars so far.
not replacing you, though. Unless Padme or Ahsoka want that relationship,
Hell nah.
do not embarrass me. In other news, all of your benching tests need to be turned in by end of day. How much weight and reps? 135 5 times. I don't give a fuck if you are a woman.
Hello? I have to keep my hoe in check, you feel me? Are you on your way? Alphas have to do what they want. What? No, please, come on. I will buy you a new purse if you come. Gotta slap that bitch around. You know what I am saying.
Of course. Do not slap your bitch around. That's a bad thing to do.
Bitches be crazy.
I am here for Obi-Wan.
No way. Bonnie Blue. Obi is a dog. So crazy.
I just find Bonnie Blue one of the most disgusting human beings ever. I'm like, I can't imagine anybody I want to sleep with less. I don't know, maybe my wife. I don't know. Oh, that's a tough one. I have a choice of Bonnie. Okay, no, I'm going to sleep with my wife then. I think Bonnie Blue is just gross. But then I don't know.
This is Bonnie Blue. She has been slurping my goo.
Whoa, you slime.
That is true. Nice to meet all over you.
I don't know who Bonnie Blue is, but she sounds like a sweet lady.
I almost shook her hand and got AIDS. So gross. You are so cute as the boss.
So should I close these blinds and rearrange your guts?
Can you believe Obi-Wan?
Who cares? She seems very nice.
I didn't believe him at first. This chick rammed 1,000 guys in a day. She did what? Wait, what?
Obi, I am having a baby.
No way. And are we going to...
Again, and that just disturbs me as well.
Keep it?
Of course we are. I love you, Obi. You have rockets for sperm.
Well, I am going to be 2 different types of daddies now. 1,000 dicks? I don't know if that could be real. That's so many dicks. So many.
That is a lot of dicks. You can't argue with that. Which also reminds me, right? These kids I was telling you about who helped me out on Friday. Oh, by the way, my dog's moved in now as well. I mean, like, we're all here. Daisy, where are you, darling? She's fine, I don't know. But man, I'm walking her all the time. But anyway, these kids who are here, one of them was 16. And he sees my very cool Darth Maul figure, right? I have a Darth Maul, I have a Darth Vader, I have a Han Solo. I got a Chewbacca, but I can't find the base for it. I'm looking for a bunch of stuff. Anyway, Darth Maul. What was it? Oh yeah. So then he tells me he just started watching the Obi-Wan TV show. I'm like, no, don't watch that. No, that's a bad idea. Watch the Kai Peterson cut, right, of Obi-Wan. That's way better. Here, if I can find the trailer of Kai Peterson, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Let me see if I can find a trailer for it. Let me say trailer. Was this it? Oh, here we go. Doink. So, if you don't, again, if you've seen the Obi-Wan series, I really disliked it. Okay, I really disliked it because. Oh, hang on. Where am I going? Because essentially, it wasn't about Obi-Wan. This was done at the height of woke, right? Where literally they would say in Hollywood, male and pale, was it pale and male is stale, right? So everything had to be about leaders, right? So they made the main character in the Obi-Wan show this awful woman called Reva, I think, right? Played by Ingram Moses, and you know, she was really not good in that role at all, right? She was not good at all. And then it was like focus a lot on baby Leia, who was also right. And that little rope droid she had was like such a Disney marketing piece of crap. So anyway, so this guy Kai Peterson, he re-edited it into a really good movie, making Obi-Wan the central character, right? And minimizing what's her name again? Reva Ingram Moses Ingram, right? I think that's her name, right? And when she's like just a supporting character, you see what a terrible actress she is. She's just awful in this role, right? Absolutely. So anyway, I think I have to. I'm putting it on the thumb drive the movie. But you know what? Again, I'm going to invite him round. I'm going to say, listen, your brother, his brother's like 10. I say, look, if you want to watch, you can watch it at your place, or you want to come to my place, we'll watch it on the big screen in 4K, right? I'll make you a nice dinner. I'll make you something like a kosher version of a bacon double cheeseburger, which is always fun. Everybody loves a bacon double, because you can make these things now, because that's what it is. Anyway, so if you haven't seen the Kai Peterson cut, here's the trailer for it, and it's excellent, right? It really genuinely is excellent. Let me pull this up.
Only when the eyes are closed can you truly see.
See what?
The way.
And I have to say, I do like the whole Vader Castle thing. I think that was I know it was in the EU or whatever it's called again, but the I think I've got a message. Nothing important. Our local synagogue, right? My local synagogue, which thank God is nice again now, right? You remember I had like a big falling out with the ex-rabbi there and became mentally ill, made my wife's life's hell, and then got divorced, right? Do you remember that? Yeah, that little instant in my life. It's actually really nice now because all the cunts, right, that were in my local show, they're all dead or moving away, right? There's only 2 or 3 left. I'm like, oh. And it's like we got a whole bunch of new people in now. A new rabbi who's I tell you, I got a lot of respect for this new rabbi. He's a younger guy, and I called him a fuckwit to his face a number of times, and he took it well. So I'm quite impressed with him. Anyway, they closed the show for the last month because of the Iran war, and because there was no bomb shelter there. So they're having 2 large bomb shelters put in, right? And it costs a lot of money, and so they decided to. And now they're asking everybody to contribute. That's not the way you raise money. Anyway, I digress. Back to this.
It's over. Your need for victory, Anakin, it blinds you.
I don't want to hear any more about Obi-Wan.
Yes, experience the 6-part series with half of it cut out, and it's so much better.
Where are you, Daisy? It's been 10 years. I'm not who I used to be.
Yeah, thank God Baby Leia's minimalized.
Lord Vader, should we pursue?
The opening crawl's good as well. Yeah, the classic transitions help. Oh, and the ending is about Obi-Wan Kenobi. I might watch this again now. Now get me in the mood.
Destroy me, Obi-Wan.
I will do what I must.
I mean, the tragedy of the Obi-Wan show is like there's so much potential there for it to be great, and they're screwed up. This really fixed it. Again, Disney should just put this on the streaming service. I have to
Sorry,
say, right?
For all of it.
Yeah, I really, really recommend it. It's like free to download. I really, really, really strongly recommend it, right? Absolutely. Oh, hang on. I got to say a blessing, a Jewish blessing, because we're in a period of time called Sfirat HaOmer, right? Sfirat HaOmer, which is you count, where is it? Where's the counter? Yeah, where is it? Oh, here we go. Doink. You every day from the second day of Passover right up to the Jewish holiday of Shavuos or Shavuot, when the Mount Sinai happened, the whole revelation there. You count every day, right? And you say a blessing for it. If you forget to say it one day, you can say it the next during the day without a blessing, and you keep your blessing. So far, I've managed to keep my blessing. So here we go. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'eked al tzedakah omer hayom echadesher yom. Shehem Shabu Achad Va'Aba Yom Eloma Rachamanu Ichazir Lano Avodas Beis Hamikdash Lemikra Bim Amen Salah. Let me translate that for you. Blessed we go. Baruch atah Hashem. Blessed are you, God, the God of mercy. Elokeinu Melech Olam, the God of justice. Elokeinu Samadota, is the King of the the entire universe. Who has commanded us with the commandments to count the Omer, right? And then I count the day. So today is Ayom Echad. Today is the 11th day. Shehem. This is Shuva Echad, 1 week for Abba Yom Omer. Now here's the interesting bit. At the end, you say this bit. You go Harachaman, the merciful one. We're talking about God. Yuchazir Lanu. Please return to us. Avodas Beis Hamikdash. The services of the Jewish temple speedily in our days. Now, the only drawback of rebuilding a Jewish temple is that's where the Dome of the Rock is, right? I think that might cause some tensions, right? That's just the way I roll, baby. I think that might cause some tensions. Anyway, let's see if I can find. Where's the thumbnail one? Doink over here. I can't even remember what I'm supposed to be doing today. Oh, there you go. Bit of AI. AI is our friend. Please, computer overlords. AI is our friend. Don't destroy us. Destination Daleks, a Blu-ray ad continues. Yes, let's look at the follow-up in Doctor Who magazine, which weirdly was a supplement. Why didn't they just put that in after the shooty strip finishes, which is really done badly. I have to tell you that the artwork of that strip is just awful, right? It's never a good sign when one of the most exciting things that happen in Doctor Who is an ad for Blu-rays. Well, yeah, that's kind of the truth, isn't it? But Jodie was so stunning and brave. I know, Tegan, but you're just an asshole, and you just couldn't work out how being a woman wasn't enough to make everybody love her. She was shit, darling. She was shit, Janet. That's the problem. She was shit, and that's why we all hated her. She wasn't stunning brave. She was shit. Star Trek United might actually happen. It actually might. I mean, like, I don't know. It's kind of bittersweet because I would much rather have. What's it called? I'd rather have what's it called? Legacy? What was the one that Terry Metalis was going to do? I can't remember. That looked way better, right? That looked way better. I forget HBO as the BBC's international partner. Yeah, I don't know how that became a rumor. They literally said, "Oh, we haven't even talked about it," and it's like, "Oh, must be HBO. Must be 100%." That's all it could be. Is HBO. Yes, 100% it's HBO. No. They're streaming part of it. YouTube is where the smart money is. YouTube is where the smart money is. If they they put their content internationally exclusively on YouTube and just get the paid for the impressions, right? Well, the views, they're going to do better than if they sign up to anybody else, right? They really are going to, and it's great content, right? I think they would do very well with YouTube as a streaming partner, right? I think they would do very, very, very well, right? And I do think the new director general is a YouTube executive. You know, I think their push to work with YouTube is entirely based on that, and it's probably one of the best moves the BBC has made, right? So I'm not sure when Doctor Who will be back. I mean, we got the excruciating special that's coming up this year, which we all know it's going to be excruciating, they are going to make more Doctor Who. They want to make more Doctor Who, but again, I think that the way to go, 100% YouTube, 100% YouTube, and they should finance it themselves. And I think it will probably do well for them, right? I think it probably would do well for them. Anyway, thank you AI for tweaking the photo. Now, I haven't read the follow up to this, right? But does it explain why the Doctor's old and Tegan's old? I don't know, right? I do not know. Anyway, with that, let's get to chat. OT is here doing OT. I went to a Doctor Who convention yesterday, and I thought of you because Nicola Bryant was there. Oh, if only she was thinking of me too. That would have been fantastic. PD Richard there says, how many books on Kabbalah does the Renegade Rabbi need? A lot. I've downsized a lot as well. I put a bunch in storage, but I have like two bookcases of books, right? I like Kabbalah. You don't need that many Kabbalah books, but like, Jewish law, yeah, you need a bunch of those. There's just a lot, right? So again, my place is keep looking over there, see, because I look at my bookshelf. My place is like really filling out. I'm kind of happy with it. So as soon as I get my paintings up, I'm going to be fan-dabby double dozy, right? Fan-dabby double dozy. So yeah, and look, it's a religious thing to have your they call Sfarim, your holy books on display. I mean, again, if I'm going to have my DVDs and my Judge Dredd shit on display, I want my holy books on display as well, right? There we are. Matthew Pounder is here saying hello. How you doing, Matthew Pounder? What leads to an interesting question? Asks Archie Collin. Does the Jewish marriage include the phrase "till death do you part"? No. It's okay. The only thing that you say during the wedding is "Ani mikadeshetli." Mikadeshet. I marry you. But it's more of a. It's more. I bond to you on a holy level, but tabuzu with this ring. Kadat Moshe Israel in the same way that Moses taught Israel. And what they do beforehand, they read out the marriage thing, the marriage document called the ketubah, right? And which is essentially a prenup. So it says if he ditches you, he owes you this sort of money, right? Which people kind of generally ignore nowadays. Honestly, I'm doing financially very well out of this divorce. Like, again, my expenses have gone way down, right? And look, my wife wants to buy me out of my half of the house. I think it's going to cost her a fortune. She's going to massive debt, but like, okay then. I'm happy to take the money if that's how you want to do it. I would have said just sell the house and we split it, but no. Okay, again. Fine. This just works out well for me, right? It really, really does. So no, there's no because divorce is always part of Jewish law, right? It's not like a concession. I mean, like again, you don't plan for divorce, you don't hope for divorce, but it's there. It's like I used to be a rabbi and a judge on the divorce court in Miami for a couple of years. It was a great job. I used to love that job. Weird thing is, whenever it was a gorgeous woman and a dumpy guy, the woman would always be crying and the guy would always be smiling.
right? I've seen that a number of times. It's really odd, right? It's really genuinely odd. But there you go. Catherine fears it. She's been divorced for 7 years and never been happier. I mean, I hear you, Catherine. I totally hear you. 100% I hear you. Again, the only thing is, this is the lifestyle I'm living, which is reasonably blissful, right? I am like, I could do whatever shit I want, right? I'd have to explain it. Oh, God, it's so good, right? I'm really enjoying myself. But it's a very selfish existence, right? Look, I wasn't mentally well for a long time, right? Which is essentially what precipitated the divorce. And now I'm better, right? Now I'm better. I'm in recovery. And I don't know how it is with most people, but with me, I have an overwhelming need to give, right? I get, like, again, these kids that were here, I really hope they come around and starts watching movies with me, right? I mean, like, you know, it's... I want to give, right? I do. I really genuinely do. And the best way to give is being a husband and a father. It genuinely is, right? But that's where I am in life. Yeah. So I can't remember how I got onto that. Oh, till death us do part. No, it's like 7 years. You've been yeah. I completely hear you, Catherine. I completely and totally hear you. Just again, I just don't think it's good for me to be this happy and carefree. Which is the other new thing I have in my life now, which I'm loving, because I have to get all new shit, right? You know, new like kitchen stuff. So I got a Ninja blender and what's it called again? Blender, food processor, and makes drinks, right? Makes smoothers. I walked up to I walk up to my local shops every day. Yeah, bit of exercise. I'm getting a ton more exercise now. I have the dog. Like, the first thing I do when I wake up now is like at 6 a.m, take her out, and I walk her about 4 or 5 times a day now. I walk her right off the stream. So I'm doing a ton more walking. Right, I'm just a ton more walking. So when I have local shops, they have packets of like frozen banana, frozen mango, frozen strawberries. I make myself a smoothie in the morning now, and it's it's glorious. It's just glorious. I've been doing, strawberry mango for a couple of days. I did strawberry, banana mango, and today I did banana strawberry. I think tomorrow I have berries, I have passion fruit, I have I may do berry, passion fruit, strawberry, right? That sounds kind of fun. I mean, again, I just love this shit, right? I can't recommend a Ninja blender. Let me see if we can find it on here. 1 second. Ninja food 3-in-1 food processor. Is that the one? I guess this is it. Is this it? Okay, yeah. 1 sec. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, 1 second. Let me go to the YouTube downloader. That's Twitter downloader. Doink. Okay, put the link in, click download, sends me to another site. There you go. Click download. Again, opens up another site. Click download again. An error occurred. Oh, yo. Really? Let's try this one then. Publer. See if Publer works. Download. This might take a few minutes. Please do not refresh or close this window. Fine, I'll get to the chat while this is thinking about it. Where am I? By the way, I really hate that StreamYard has changed its logo to look exactly like the Skype logo now. I can never find it when I'm looking for it. Every time the Rabbi mentions divorce, I get the Lordy song "Shotgun Divorce" buzzing in your head. Well, I get royalties on that. I think I should do. Where are we up to? Paul Thompson's here. Zach, aka Dave. Yeah, man, he is Zach Polanski. He's again another horribly embarrassing Jew, right? Dave the liberal Jew. Oh my God, they're the worst. Oh, they are. I love it when posh people swear. Yeah, no, it does sound good.
Jewish or not, Dave Polanski should be barred from Israel. Dave Polanski should be barred from planet Earth. He is bad news, that guy. Did it download? Wait. The download. Oh, here we go. Save to your device. Doing save to my device. Save video as. Here we go. I've saved it to my device. Here, let me show you my new toy. Oh, I like toys. And like I have to do a good shop at a good grocery store, because I really want to get like flour to make my own pasta, make my own pizzas. I can't wait, right? I can't. And there's this fake meat I saw that I think is going to be a good replacement for bruschetta or bacon, so I can make myself a pasta carbonara. Oh, with fresh pasta, right? I can't wait. Quiddy Mundy, yes, he was the saddest one to go down. He really was. I agree with you, PD Richard. Hollywood is getting kicked out of the red state. I know. Is Body Blue? She's a walking STT. I mean, yeah, she is, Pete. She's just disgusting, right? Hold on. Is this the rabbi inviting these lads around to see his etchings? Kinda, or the modern version, but like innocently. Because honestly, these kids were just so sweet. Oh, God. Like, I paid them a little bit over the odds, right? I paid them in, like, I gave them like about $30 each, right? In American money. Right, and they were like, "Whoa!" Blew their minds. Yeah, it was just not. And I tried to teach them how to haggle. Anyway, I like these kids. What can I tell you? I really like these kids, and I think they don't have a dad. And listen. I'm emotionally very, very free right now, right? And if I could be there for them, that's the sort of thing I live for. It really, genuinely is. Right? It really, yes, I am running around seeing my etchings. I have my puppies. It was actually great for the original trilogy, but never used. I wonder what that was. I don't know. Oh, Vader's Fortress. Yes. Yeah, I was supposed to appear in The Empire Strikes Back, was cut, replaced by for the Superstar Destroyer. Vader's Fortress was awesome, right? And also the comic book they did of it, them building it. Just awesome. I really like Vader's Fortress. Who knew the rabbi could do blessings at double speed? I can do everything at double speed, baby. Devastating Iranian rocket missed the golden monstrosity. Maybe next time. Well, I don't want. I can't touch that one with the barge pole. PD Rich says, I know good news on Star Trek United. Sadly, Star Trek Legacy all called up in Kurtzman jet. So sad. Right, so sad. Paul Toes says HBO is unlikely. Their sci-fi tends to be more mature and less silly. Well, Doctor Who's its own thing. Although I'm gutted that they cancelled Raised by Wolves, which is fucking awesome, and Westworld, one of my all-time favorite shows. Right, I defended it again last night on Dan's channel. If the BBC does start working with YouTube, the worry is they will use it as an excuse to make people pay. Yes, that's exactly what their plan is. Right, they will make, if you use YouTube, you will have to pay the license. That is exactly the plan, right? Unless Nigel Farage, or even better, what's his name again? Rupert Lowe, is it? I would much rather restore Britain wins the next election, and I think it's far enough away they actually could, right? I think they actually could. Anyway, fine. I'll show you my new toy. I forgot about that. Stuff is awesome. I'm sorry. It's all awesome. You can shred carrots. Okay, that's not really that impressive. Tell you something I will be making, though. Toom. Toom is essentially lemon juice, oil, and garlic, right? Fresh garlic. And you just like put it in the blender, and it makes this like garlic spread. It is awesome. Okay, check this stuff I use. I don't do much. No, I don't. No, this is it. This is what I freaking love. This is my everyday thing. Although she's making a weird one. What is that? Avocado? What the fuck's in that? That's a weird. But it's great. Yeah, you put it in there, and it like bends it, right? And it yeah, that's my morning every morning. I so recommend. I've only used one function of it, but I so recommend that device. It's freaking awesome, right? Absolutely awesome. Robert Payne is here. Robert Payne, thank you for joining us. Hang on. I just lost my place. Okay. Peter Rich says, Rabbi from another planet, I bet you used to bang down the gavel in the divorce court and say, it's the law, it's law and order. No, actually, here's what I used to do in the divorce court. Right, I was mainly there as a witness, right? But they needed a third person for the Jewish court, so that was always me. So, and so the witness signs their name on it, essentially. But what I used to do with the other witness, you had to do it. We had to drive to this place that we were living in North Miami Beach, and we drove to Miami Beach to do it. And the we did it in the. Yeah, most synagogues have like a playroom for kids, like on Sabbath that they go to. So they had all these games there, right? And so I always used to play Connect 4 while the divorce was being written, right? How is divorce viewed? Asked asked Paul Toaster. Interesting question. And listen, people I tell, they're like, oh no, what's that? I just heard a ding. I wonder what that was. Hang on. Is anything from my phone? Okay. A message. People are very sad when they hear I'm getting divorced. Like, they're really sad. Because, like, look, me and my wife, we projected. Well, listen, up until about a month or two ago, I desperately loved my wife, right? And it was very obvious how much I desperately loved her. Like, I was besotted by. I really genuinely loved her. And I just fell out of love via couples counseling, essentially. But like, people know how much we had a very affectionate relationship, sort of. Or my wife would pretend that we did in public, I guess. So people are really kind of like devastated by it. But then I tell them it's for the best. It's so for the best. Oh my God, it's so for the best. I mean, it's certainly for me the best. It's not like it's not like you don't have like a personal stain on you for getting divorced, right? It's because many people do, right? Many people do, but it's not. People generally feel sorry for you more than anything else. Right, when they get involved. Robert, they're watching a Ninja Rad now. Yes, that happened. Right, you got a Morphe Richards blender bowl. Very good. It's a Russell Hobbs. Why the frick is the music always so? I know. I get the same when people are watching trailers and they're like, stick a catchy tune in and keep people remembering it. Well, that's not bad, but that wasn't a catchy tune. Let me tell you, that was not a catchy tune. Anyway, where shall we start? Actually, you know what? We're going to start with this. This is an item I didn't expect to cover, right? But it's an interesting item nonetheless. Because I like the Carry On movies, ladies and gentlemen. I am a bit of a fan. So there's this thread on the TwitTwats, on the X's, I should say. Hang on. Now I've looked. Now I can't find the window. Where did it go? There you go. Carry On tittering. What video to download? There's no video to download. The carry-ons that never carried on. Here's 9 carry-on films that never saw the light of day. Right? Did they make them and they didn't come out? Right? I know. Sid James, by the way, the opposite of Zach Polanski. Awesome Jew. So number 1 is Carry On Smoking. Following the first 4 Carry On, Smoking was planned for release in 1961. It was set to be set in a fire station and shows various attempts to train bungling group of new recruits. Much like the 1960s Carry On Constable, it is thought that Sid James was intended to be cast as the boss, with Kenneth Williams, Leslie Phillips, and Kenneth Connor playing the recruits. This one was scrapped. Why was scrapped, I don't know. Carry On Flying. This was then a 1962 release, a group of, featuring a group of RAF recruits. Apparently, Jim Dale was have the starring role, despite not having made despite having not made his small debut in Cabby by this point. That's interesting. Jim Dale, now, question: whose Harry Potter book and narration do you prefer? Now, I always like Stephen Fry. I thought Stephen Fry does an excellent job on that. But Jim Dale does the American version. I can't remember if I've heard it or not, right? Norman Hood is the first writer on the first six Carry On movies, penned the script, and got as far as pre-production before it was abandoned. Okay, let's Carry On Flying. Carry On Spaceman. Spaceman was just released shortly after Regardless in 1961. That'll be the second one then. Carry On Regardless was the first, wasn't it? The cast consists of 3 would-be astronauts constantly bungled their mission into space, a parody of the space race before man landed on Moon 1969. Perhaps the budget restraints was the reason that Spaceman never got off the ground. Come on, you could do that with AI. You could do that with AI. Starring Sidney James. Again, I love Sid James, right? It's always makes me smile. And he always looked about 60. Like, I can't imagine a young Sid James. Can you? No, I cannot. There we are. So number 4, Carry On Robin. This is 1965 Robin Hood spoof with the British Film Producers Association by producer Peter Rogers, but never pursued further. However, Sid James ended up playing Robin Hood in 1973 Carry On Christmas. Okay. Carry On Escaping. Where's this one from? Escaping was scripted by the main Carry On writer, Talbot Rothwell, in 1973. A spoof on World War II escape movies. The complete script included the book, The Complete A to Z on Everything Carry. The complete script is included in the book, The Complete A to Z of Everything Carry On. I think I might want that. Carry On Dallas. No. That's funny. It was written in 1980 to be a spoof of the popular show soap opera Dallas. Reportedly, the production was abandoned when Dallas production company Lorimer demanded a royalty fee of 20 times the total budget. Oh, 1 second. I got to send a message to Dan about that. He loves Dallas. Right? Da, 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 da. Oh, is that not slanted? I don't know. Hang on. Here we go. 1 second. Dan, how are you? I'm in the middle of a stream, right? I'm in work. That means I'm on YouTube. I'm not urinating. I'm just doing a small feature on Carry On movies. I saw something that I think would grab your attention. The Carry On movies that were never made. Apparently, in 1980 there was a spoof of Dallas called Carry On Dallas that was going to be made, and it got torpedoed because Lorimer, who owned Dallas, right? They wanted a royalty that's 20 times the budget. But is it Dallas that you like? I think you like Dallas, right? Or is it? It's not Knots Landing. I think it's Dallas, or maybe it's Dynasty. I don't know. But anyway, that's a Carry On movie that would have been just made for you. Anyway, I'm going back to my stream now. Da 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 da. What's this one? Carry On Down Under in 1981. Gerald Thomas visited Australia and spoke to the Australian Film Commission. Production was abandoned when the finance fell through. However, the complete script by Vince Powers included in the book 50 Years of Carry On. Well, there's a lot of Carry On books out there. Number 8, Carry On Nurse Again. Okay, the 5th hospital-based Carry On film, intended for 1979. A complete script was written by George Layton and Jonathan Lynn in 1977, but the attempt was cancelled due to financial loss on Carry On Emmanuel. I don't remember Carry On Emmanuel. A further attempt to make Carry On Nurse Again in 1980 was a script written by early Carry On writer Norman Hoodis. It revolved around a hospital set for cut closure and featured Joan Sim in the role of matron. Hattie Jacobs had passed away. The end of the film was going to be a tribute to Hattie, with Joan turning around a photograph of the actress and asking, well, did I do it right? The Who script included in the book The Lost Carry-Ons. Man, there is so much carry-on lore I had no idea existed, right? No idea existed. Production was scheduled to begin in June 1988, but the death of Kevin Williams on April followed Horty's death in October, as well as a budget of £1.5 million. It was deemed too expensive. Sadly meant the film was cancelled. Then Carry On London, not to be confused with the 1920 stage play. London was announced in 2008 by producers Peter Rogers and James Black. It was it reimagined the it remained in pre-production well into 2008. I wonder who would have been in it. Let's have a look at is that Lenny Henry? They're carrying the capital, so bottoms up and grab a large one. Who's in this? Burt Reynolds, Vinnie Jones, Paul O'Grady, Lisa Tarbuck, Lenny Henry, Mira Sayal, James Dreyfus, James Dreyfus, Jennifer Ellison, Justin Lee Collins, Frank Skinner, and David Jason. Well, that is again, that took me by surprise. But were they still making them then? Here, list of the Carry On movies. Hang on. So, Carry On Christmas. Is there Wikipedia? Here we go. Do a list of, okay, fine. 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75. Carry On Manuel basically killed it, right? There was nothing after that. And then Carry On Columbus, which wasn't very good, as I recall, right? Not very good at all. Anyway, where were we? Is that the last one? Yeah, Carry On London. Wow, okay. Well, there you go. I found that interesting, right? I did find that interesting. But that's just the way I roll, baby. That's just the way I roll. Fine. Let's look at Destination Daleks and the sequel, right? We'll refresh our memory. Oh, Dan's here. I just sent you a message, right? I just sent you a message about Carry On Dallas, right? Oh, yeah, yes, Carry On Dallas was scripted. I think you're right there. Well, I didn't need to send you a message now. That's what you get for lurking. Needless messages. Fine. Let's look at the Destination Daleks trailer, and then we'll look at the comic sequels and see. Because it wasn't bad, but it's not like as great as it was making out to be. Destination Daleks, a Pete Metigue movie. Like Pete Metigue gets his name way too much into things. So did they just like steal that from the shooting? But the thing is, you can do that yourself very easily on a PC now, right? That sort of effect, right? I mean, it is nice they went back to the Thames to film it.
Hey, it's London. This is Butler's Wharf.
I remember. And we said goodbye all those years ago.
I haven't been back here since.
You know, I would really like to know the backstory to this. What should they do with the Doctor Who magazine comic strip? I think this is a good option, right? I think this is probably just do Jodie strips or something stupid.
You all right?
Gives me the shivers. At least they've cleaned it up. This place used to be a dump. Why has the TARDIS brought us back here?
Unfinished business? Maybe it knows something we don't. Or perhaps it's found us a nice restaurant.
You know, they could just walk into this production. I'm sorry, Like, I guarantee you, if they made Doctor Who with Peter Davison and Janet Fielding, right, like this, put it on YouTube, put it on TikTok, I think you'll get an audience. I really do. I think you'll get an audience.
If only.
I kind of would have liked to see it in the the silhouette or something of a heavily armed policeman at that point. I think that'd be cool. Yeah, you think they were making a Big Finish look? Yeah, no, they did that. I thought it was Sarah Sutton that was like old at the time, right? I didn't think it was Janet Fielding. Changed a bit since '83. By the way, can I just say very clearly, fuck you, Iran. My my DVD, my Blu-ray still haven't been shipped. And fuck you up the arse, fucking Iran.
You've got a nose for trouble. You always did.
These used to be warehouses.
Years ago, yeah. It's all posh flats and shops now.
Except this one.
Warning, no admittance, flooding, in great big shouty letters.
It's like catnip, isn't it? Maybe we can fix their leak.
Yeah, could that be the Doctor Who experience that mysteriously had a terrible leak when people when it failed horribly financially? Right, because they had to make it all about Jodie. Oh yes.
I hope you brought your sonic snorkel.
No, I didn't, but I did bring this. Come on, Tegan.
I can barely see. New screwdriver?
It's an upgrade.
Sure is. This one actually works.
I've genuinely missed your constant criticism.
Have you?
No. My dear.
Okay. Pete McTeague, you've written some very, very bad Doctor Who stories. I mean, like that one you wrote for Shooting was fucking awful, right? This is right on the button. I'm sorry, I think this is good.
Is he dead?
Well, he's not pretending, is he? Projected energy weapon, quite recent too. And his gun's not Earth technology.
Maybe he's got some ID, like a space driver's license or a space credit card.
He's a soldier. Check the combat tags.
Oh, there's this.
Music's also perfect. I wonder who did the music for it. It's really spot on. Right? I'm sorry. Sylvester McCoy's delivery of a projected energy weapon, in Remembrance of the Daleks, when he's like feeling inside the soldier. Massive internal displacement, projected energy weapon.
I think it's a data beacon.
Really?
I've learned a thing or two.
There's a message.
Hey!
It's damaged, but I might be able to get it working.
Well, if you could do that before the Thames comes flooding in, that'd be great.
Doctor! Doctor?
Okay, Kate, what is up with Mark Strickland's haircut? Like, why? Is that his haircut in real life? Because it looks bad. Mark, let me help you out. It looks bad. Captain Crashcourse is here. How are you doing, sir?
That's Turlo.
I hope this message gets to you in time.
With very bad hair.
The recording's corrupted. But if I can boost the data stream...
It's got old.
I suggest, Tegan, you look in the mirror.
I beg your pardon.
There.
Triumph has been invaded. We're hopelessly outnumbered. We're sending this beacon down their time corridor in the hope that it finds you. My people are dying, Doctor.
That's a really bad plan. I'm sorry, that's just a bad... hopefully it'll find you.
We need your help before it's too late.
And a hairdresser.
Is that it?
I'm afraid so.
So, Turlo's home has been conquered. Their soldiers have been killed. By what?
really need to ask.
Don't show me this. I'm pissed off. I don't have it. Okay. What's that? What's that new space station?
Oh.
They just get these three going through any mode of transport on these. Let's have a bit of gratuitous look at Nicola Bryant. I'm sorry, Cunning Monkey has already done new effects on these, which are, I think, very good.
Season 21 is...
There we go.
Stop! You can't kill us. Don't you know who we are? Take a long look.
I love this. I love this.
You are the Doctor! That's right. And this is my friend Tegan.
You are the enemies of the Daleks! I think you'll find we're valuable prisoners.
So be a good Dalek and take us to Tryon.
Okay, fine. Okay, so now let's look at the sequel. Go to Pocket Mags. Or the continuation rather than the sequel. I guess it's the sequel as well. Pocket Mags. Doink. Share that screen as it opens up. In your own time. No rush or hurry. Share screen. What's going on with this? Come on, come on. Pocket Mags. Come on, Pocket Mags. What the hell? Hello? One second. Let me see if the site's up. Pocket Mags, not .com, but just do that. Pocket Mags. Oh, yeah, it opened up over here. There you go. Again, why they didn't replace? I mean, like, here, we'll get to it in a second. Where's the comic strip? Here's the regular shooty strip. And again, I think the artwork is just hellacious, right? Just absolutely hellacious. Rebecca Gold's here. How you doing, him? He does not like these things. Why make this? He's old. It's nostalgia bait, baby. Member berry nostalgia bait, bait, right? That's essentially what. And look, every gets the warm fills for it. Doctor does not get old. This is sad. If you haven't got the effects to make him look young, then don't. I don't know. Listen, I think you could just write a backstory for it. But who does the artwork on this? Because I don't want to give him shit because they obviously don't have much of a budget. But like, I don't know. I don't even know who this. There's Mel's in it as well. How does it not have the writer or the how does it not have the credits on it? Oh, here it is. What's it? Alan Ball's right. John Ross. No, John Ross isn't bad. He's just like, you know, he's not John Ridgway, is he? Anyway, so they carried on running this. Is it still going to have another episode? To be continued. Who gives a shit? Like, move away from shooty as fast as you possibly can. Will be my my recommendation. Anyway, fine. So take to Tryon, part 2. Is this the final part? I don't know. Let's have a look. Try that again. What? Doctor, this isn't Tryon. Indeed not. I presume we're in the 46th century at the other end of the time corridor. Negative weapon scan. But the Dalek ship was destroyed. This isn't the same ship. The crew's changed for one thing. No Lytton, I take it. Proceed. What happened to their faces? They never had them. They're simple crude duplicates for fetching and carrying. Okay. controlled by the helmets, I should think. Am I right? Is this a new Supreme? Okay. I would watch it if I were you. Your predecessor went boom. We have returned to regain control of Dalek duplicates placed in positions of power. Oh, that's it. Sorry to say, you're out of luck. More than 4 decades have passed. They'll be long since been removed or in retirement. It's called democracy. You should try it sometime. Yeah, Labour should also try it, as they do anything they possibly can to avoid a new election. But again, I'm kind of happy about this because I just think it's going to restore Britain a genuine opportunity, right? Which I think would be great, right? Doctor, the screen. Oh, what is the screen? He's still around him, and them. What? What's going on? We've got to do something after we've been to trial. I mean, their bodies will be invaluable for covert Dalek operations. Take them to the duplication chamber again, right? Really? Where's the likely lads when you need them? What are you playing? What are you playing with that for? What do you make with that one? They whisper. It should be possible to tune in to try and beacon into Dalek communication frequencies, giving them a brainstorm. Oh man, this is actually good, right? It feels very Peter Davison Doctor Who, right? And I'm sorry, that Tryon flag looks like it's from Varos, right? My people are dying, Doctor. We need your help before it's too late. That's it. Good luck, soldier. For Tryon's sake, I hope you succeed. Alert! Etheric discrepancy in Imperial quarters. So they've noticed. I expect I'm in trouble. Already? Well, it is time travel, right? That was quick. Yes, you see, I used my sonic exterior to extract the metadata from your beacon. It could mean it could program our journey via the Dalek time corridor network, right? So that's it. After you've been after you've not seen each other for donkey's years, a handshake, men. Yeah, Tegan, men are different, baby. Men are different, and again, I'm living through this in real time. It's a man's world, honey. It is a man's world, and it's not fair. I'm telling you, it's not fair. I honestly, my dating options are like way better than when I was 19. Like way better. I've like it. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, by the time you get to this age, you could be that last branch an aging woman can grab onto. As she falls into decrepitude, right? Men. I think Lee Sullivan did the art on this, and you can see it's like, again, I'm not a massive Lee Sullivan fan. Again, I got into Doctor Who comics with John Ridgway, and he had like a long run, right? I started reading Doctor Who magazine essentially when he started, right? I think Steve Dillon did the last Peter Davison story, and then with Colin Baker, John Ridgway became like the main artist, right? And then after he left, they floundered for a bit until they found Lee Sullivan. Look, it's time to find new blood. It is really time to find new blood, right? It's and it's just kind of like, how old is Lee Sullivan now? Right, it's just kind of sad at this point, I think, right? I really do. Prisoner Recall Squad has arrived! Daleks, why did you bring them with it? What? Aren't they here already? Well, you did say they invaded. Elsewhere in the Tryon bunker, General Sifra. There are aliens in the Imperial quarters. What? I tell my father I can't spare him any bodies. The enemy are burrowing in. So that's Turlough's daughter, I take it? They're through. Hey! Ensign Commander. I think they're dead. Daleks don't usually burrow burrow. They just blast their way in. I told you our fight isn't with the Daleks. Well, who is it with? Sifra, I'm sorry, but I sent a message to my friends asking for help. Only I seem to have made everything worse. When didn't you? Okay. Again, sounds like a teenage daughter. I've got no time for you now. You are the enemy in the tunnel. Really? Okay, and then so who's the enemy that invaded Tryon? It's the Mavellans. I love a bit of Mavellan action. End of part 2. What? And they go right into part 3? How many pages is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess this is part 3, right? Does this finish over here? It looks like it finishes. Where are we going? Nice cliffhanger. Part 3. Pew, 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 pew. All right, brack, brack, brack. Open fire. Pew, pew, pew. You know what I like about Mavellans? They're very hot, right? Mavellans, a race of robots locked in perpetual war against the Daleks. Right, so they made the anti-Dalek virus. What are they doing here? Opening a new front in their war, I presume. Tryon is close to the border of the 4th and 5th galaxies. That's Dalek space. They really should have done this as an audio, I think. Yep, come back. Oh, this is kind of fun. Your ordnance is ineffective against our personal magnetic shields. Cease firing. It is wasteful. Okay. The commander's right. The bunker's breached. It's all over. In the name of the Imperial clans, I order you to lay down your arms. Father, what are you doing? She says quite angrily. We didn't come all this way just so we could bend the knee to a bunch of disco dancers. We didn't come all this way so we can bend our knees to a bunch of disco dancers. I'm ducking. I suggest you do the same. Alert! Mavellan troops sighted. I hope you like the sound effects I'm giving. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Shock, shock, shock. Okay. Exterminate. This way, hurry. The Tryons are escaping. Commander Vagil. Okay, Commander Vag. Hi, I'm Commander Vag. Nice to meet you. Thank you, Commander Vag. Let them go, Lieutenant Marauder. Concentrate your fire on the Daleks. Supreme Dalek to prisoner. Recall squad. New orders, Scaro, Central Control from prisoners recall must be withdrawn. Withdraw? Daleks do not. Boom! Okay, they're not doing so well. Curious, they seem to have been destroyed remotely. It's a strategy the Daleks have used before. Nonetheless, I am puzzled. What are they doing here? How do they learn of our incursion? Okay, well, they're the Daleks. Come back here. What is it with these tunnels? Says somebody who I can't really tell. Again, this is and I think the John Ross artwork is really ropey, but again, I think they're probably paying him pittance. We would appear to be inside the coils of a gravity engine made by tractators in Tryon's antiquity. What? Now they bring the tractators into it? I thought they'd give me a sense of deja vu. When the Mavellans came, we were forced to retreat underground, but no one likes going this deep. The Rabbi likes going deep, baby. Stop here, Sifra. Yeah, you do what you like with your alien friends. You brought the Daleks to Tryon. What hope do we have now? I didn't know the Daleks would be at the Earth end. We couldn't go on fighting a losing battle. There had to be another way. That should have been another way. Apparently there is. Again, I haven't seen the updated Warriors of the Deep. Can't wait to see it. There, hey, there's a light up here. So, like it's sunset or something. Yep. What happened? I'm afraid that Unlike the Daleks and Mavellans, Berners don't have no need for slave labor. They must have detonated Nova devices in the atmosphere. They set fire to the sky. Hundreds of thousands of our people died. My brother, my mother, my brothers all gone. Well, okay, I guess the Mavellans are kind of assholes. Mother and brothers, then, oh, Turlo, you've lost your wife. Yes, that is true. Again, mate, it seems pretty bleak now, but things will come out. Why didn't they use this as the main bloody strip? Are they out their minds? Wait, there's someone out there. It's an astronaut who's called the Zakar. What are you doing here? Uncle Cousin, I detected the activation of a Mavellan time corridor. I fear the bunker must have been overrun. Well, your fears were pretty valid, sir. No, that was me. I called for help from my friends here, Tegan and the doctor. Excuse me, it's not the Mavellans that Mavellans in the car. Indeed, it's Dalek technology. The Daleks, yes. The Mavellans stole the technology from the Daleks, then I stole it from one of their ships. It was only meant to be used as a last resort. Interesting. Okay. But tell me, how exactly did you detect it had been activated? Dalek spy inside Triad High Command located the Doctor. He will be recaptured. Dalek War Fleet exits from Triad in 15 rails. I wonder how long a rail is. What's it? Dalek ships. I missed all that. It's an ambush. Okay, so that's the Mavellan ships and the Dalek ships. Now on to, is this part 4? Yeah, part 4. Oh, no, he didn't get to part 4. Wait. Part 4, which I think is the final part. Daleks on Trion, how is that possible? They turned up. Like, why are you like, how could that be? Because it is. I cannot speculate, Admiral. I have tried to contact our agent in Trion High Command, but they have gone silent. Okay, so Admiral Farian, there's a significant distortion in the atmosphere. I believe the ships are Dalek ships. It's an ambush. What's with the firework display? It's like they're playing Star Wars. In a manner of speaking, they are. That's a Dalek warship taking on the Mavellans. Right, because we bought them here. This was always a three-sided war. No, I mean, someone's been playing a long game on behalf of the Daleks. Someone with access to a time corridor. What do you think, Zakar? Doctor, what are you trying to say? Zakar's a war hero. Then he has a tick when challenged, a double blink. Dalek duplicates are notorious for ticks. I mean, I could confirm it with my sonic screwdriver. So he's a bad guy. Is this the last? Yeah, we're on the last part, and we'll repeat Matigue's afterward. Again, I mean, like, this guy clearly has a lot more. I mean, are they paying the same as they paid the Sooty artist? This is really, again, it's not the best artwork ever, but it's so much better. No need. Zakar was kidnapped and duplicated in order to lure the Mavellan Warfleet to Trion. A double agent. My auntie Vanessa told me never trust a man with a beard. Really? Have you never, like, everybody has beards now? You killed our people as a ruse. The Daleks were forced to exploit their plans when their presence was revealed to the Mavellans. But despite your interference, Uncle, your stratagem has succeeded. The Mavellans are falling from the sky. Woo! Okay. I'll kill you. No, Sifra. Can't you see it's hopeless? Zakar, please inform the Dalek 3 that I surrender. And I will return to Skara provided Trion is left alone and my companions are spared. Open that corridor to Triumph. Alert. Multiple malfunction reported throughout the Dalek fleet. Malfunctions? Specify malfunctions. Malfunction reported about multiple malfunctions. What's up with him? He's dissolving the Mavellan virus, remember? Ew. I did like how Davros started spraying out the white shaving cream stuff, right? When he got the Bevelin virus. All Dalek biotechnology is susceptible. That includes their duplicate. Varials must have remained in the warehouse on Earth. You and I, Tegan, must have carried them out there. They begin to replicate slowly at first, but now the virus has become fully active again. The entire time corridor could be contaminated. The Supreme will have to take desperate measures. Oh, nothing like getting a desperate Supreme. Desperate measures to stop it spreading to Skaro. You mean the war's all over thanks to you two and a virus? Yeah, but mostly to your father. So how they brought the virus with them somehow? It's not though, is it? It'll never be over for us. Well, maybe it will. And here we are again. Do you really think that the Earth authorities will agree to accommodate our people while our atmosphere recovers? I think we can ask. I've got a mate who can help, Kate Lethbridge Stewart. Again, such a dull character. I kind of liked her at first. It's just a dull character, Kate Lethbridge Stewart. If they say no, I can always invoke the galactic law. I once had a solicitor in Chancery Lane. Stop! You are enemies of the Daleks. You must be exterminated. As they like, yeah. The Supreme, Braveheart. Say Braveheart, and I'll thump you. Run! I think Unit can clear up the mess from here. Can I find out why he's older? Where will you go now? We saw the faces of other Dalek duplicates. Some famous people we need to shake hands with while we're all contaminated. Okay. So this is Earth. You always said you hate it, Father. I did, didn't I? Strange. Now I'm back. I don't hate it at all. Okay. So Alan Barnes and Pete McTeague wrote it. Lee Sullivan did the arts. James Effendi did the colors. Lettering wrote Roger Landry. Okay. So let's see what Pete McTeague has to say. He looks disturbingly like Chris Chibnall over here, but okay. Okay. I'm really proud of the new classic era adventures we created with the trailers for the collection box sets. Destiny's Dalek is our latest. Ends on a massive cliffhanger, crashing with a big close-up of Peter Davison, just like the old days. But how does the story continue? Loads of people, including Rusty Davis, messed me. Oh, fuck off. Like he did nothing. Of course they did. If I were them, I'll be livid. Well, I thought it was kind of a fun thing that you did. Okay. I've always known where the story was going, but when I wrote and directed the trailer, I never dreamt it would continue beyond the cliffhanger, unless I found a spare 8 million quid behind the sofa. 8 million is not that much. I think you could have crowdfunded it. I was just happy with them managing to bring the Dr. Tegan and Turlo back together again. But as I read those messages, I thought how great it would be to share what happened next. Oh, new message coming in. Anything important? No. A second. So I called Marcus Hearn at Doctor Who magazine and suggested a comic strip continuation. Later the same day, he called me back and we were on. But again, why keep that shooty strip running? I imagine a 4-part structure. I kept it in keeping with the usual 5th Doctor TV format. The trailer served as a first episode and had a broad idea on how the remaining 3 should unfold. I mean, they really should have had 6 pages. Episode got 4 pages. But I guess they couldn't afford it. I made on 4 parts in keeping the trailer served the first episode. I had a broad idea on how the story should unfold. I knew they'll get involved in going back to Tryon, and we'll discover that Turlo's daughter is one of the planet's military leaders. I also wanted the cliffhangers, and I knew the surprise would reveal that Tryon's days weren't actually Daleks; they were Mavellans, picking up some backstories from 1984's The Resurrection of the Daleks. I did have time to write it myself, so the ideas were fleshed out by Alan Barnes. Alan Barnes is a safe pair of hands, right? Alan Barnes is a safe pair of hands. who had a lot of twists and turns. My whole career, I've worked with television scripts, so I was fascinated to see how a script for comic strip came together. He turned my ideas into a propulsive story that sat perfectly alongside the trailer. Thank you, Alan. I'm thrilled with Lee Sullivan, who agreed to ink the story. So who did the artwork then? Story Pigment art Lee Sullivan. There's just Lee Sullivan. I mean, the inking's good. I mean, it is good. His illustration extraordinary. That man draws Daleks like no one else. James' offensive bright, vibrant colors and Roger Lander's lettering were the final piece of the jigsaw. It looks like he drew it as well. He didn't just do that. He looked like he did pencils as well as the inks. This is the first time I'm involved in comics. Well, since I was 14, I used to draw them in my bedroom. And the result is exactly what was in my head. With the collection trailers, we try to combine characters from the classic era with modern effects and editing. Destination Dalek strip shares the same approach. It's faithful to the era the show we're trying to evoke, but also feels new. I hope you enjoy it. Actually, Pete, I actually did. I actually did. Fair play to you. Fair play to you. I'm quite impressed. Right? I am genuinely quite impressed. There you go. Destination Daleks. What's in next month's Doctor Who magazine? Geordie. Also, everything we need about the Dalek Master Band. What's this coming out? In 18 days. Scan 18 days. Okay. TJ Jones. Why they changed it from W.H. Smith to TJ Jones? I really don't understand at all. Right? I don't understand at all. Well, it'll be more shooting comics. I just want to know what they're going to do when the shooting strips are done. Like how they're going to carry them on. Anyway, let's have a look at any update over here. Star Trek United. Now, this is saying it's been green. Oh, is this? Oh, fuck off. I'll look, read it over here then. James, I mean, they take a shit on James Gunn all the time. Okay. Following the cancellation of Starfleet Academy, and it's set being torn down. Yay. Rumors are picking up that Paramount could be eyeing the new Star Trek series called Star Trek United, with Scott Bakula returning as role Jonathan Archer and the Enterprise writer, co-producer Michael Sussman involved. Oh, he was good. He was the producer last season, wasn't he? As noted below, the IMDb lists Star Trek United as a pitch and not something in production or development. An image placeholder featuring Scott Bakula was used on IMDb. It also appears to be AI generated. The rumors are coming from various users and YouTubers. That'd be me. Word first hit back in August. So Paramount has not confirmed anything. I mean, this would be good for a mini-series, right? I mean, look, if you want to revisit Enterprise, Romulan War, and they get the old crew back together again. According to the description, the pitch is set at the dawn of the Federation when President Jonathan Archer dealing with political threats, interstellar tension, and an effort to hold together a divided galaxy. That lines up with previous reported concept being more grounded in political thriller stage of Archer's career. Star Trek United details. Previous details tied the rumor to projects that Bakula and Sussman has been working on for a few years. The concept will follow Archer after the Enterprise, with the former captain now serving as president of the United Federation of Planets during the unstable early years. Sussman described it as a mix of political thriller with comparison to The West Wing, Homeland, and The Diplomat. Okay. I'd rather have Star Trek, right? This would be a good mini, but I'd rather have Star Trek. That earlier report said the idea of continuity Sussman planted in Enterprise, specifically the future database about Archer's post-Starfleet life. From there, the pitch reportedly evolved into a full concept. I have to say, this is the JJ Trek Enterprise. I love the deflector shield, right? That's one of the things I really enjoyed about the JJ Trek Enterprise. New Skydance-led Paramount has also made it clear that Star Trek remains a priority, especially on the movie side. After the merger, David Ellison pointed to Star Trek is one of the company's big key franchises to build out into bigger theatrical brands. And later said moved ahead with the new Star Trek movie from Jonathan Goldstein and John Francis Daly. Noting nothing has been announced about the new Paramount Plus series under the Ellison regime, but if Skydance is serious about expanding Star Trek again, it would make sense to push to eventually carry over to streaming as well. But again, look, I just think it needs to be a Star Trek's doing Star Trek-y shit. Episodic, Planet of the Week, that sort of thing. Stories with beginning, middles, and ends, and nothing at all. Nothing at all. Like, nothing at all. Like Starfleet Academy. We'll put a sense the movie will push. That's part of this speculation now. But the franchise clearly remains on board as Starfleet Academy comes and the rest of Kurtzman Trek comes to an end speedily in our days. Speedily in our days. That will be great news. Anything else going on over here? Yeah, man, he's just always shitting on James Gunn. James Gunn says sloppy Superman image that botches Lois Lane. Okay. Get more James Gunn hate. Spider-Man Brand Day leak Mark Ruffalo's Savage Hulk. Well, it's better than being Smart Hulk. Oh, yeah, I watched an episode or two of the Night of the Seven Kingdoms last night. That guy's a good actor. Peter Claffey. Pan's Labyrinth is going to say in 3D for its 20th anniversary. I bet that's going to be good. Fine. There's really nothing going on that I'm interested in. Oh, there's a trailer for Punisher one. We'll watch it next time. Okay, I think I'm going to wrap up. I'm really, really knackered. I'm really knackered, like beyond knackered. If it's Star Trek, it's never going to be divided. That is true. That is true. Whizzing through the chat, seeing anybody I missed. Chris Graham, 1964. This is the first time I want to buy Doctor Who magazine with issue 6 to 8 in years. Well, you don't really need to now. I bet somebody could make an AI video of it, right? Harry 6488 says, why haven't Big Finish got you in as a coach of Dalek voice? I don't know. They should have me as a consultant. I'll be just like, no more stunning and brave lesbian starship captains. Like, no. Nemesis of the Daleks as Matthew Banner was great. That was good. I agree with you. Pete McTeague is the wrong person to take over the showrunner. He's just like Russell D. Will get the same shit. Probably. Look. And you've been right about everything thus far, right? So that's a strong track record, right? Fine, but I think I'm going to wrap up. Oh man, so many boxes, so much sleeping. I want to go to bed. That's essentially I want to go to bed. Fine. So with that, lady, I'm going to hit the end broadcast button. I'm going to hit it again and say good night.